At 3:47 a.m. on June 22nd, a Russian locomotive engineer thought it was just another routine supply run. What he didn't know was that Ukrainian surveillance had been tracking his 12-car fuel train for over 73 minutes. In less than 2 minutes, 840 tons of diesel would turn into Ukraine's latest precision strip delivered, not by jets or missiles, but by modified commercial drones. 35 kilometers away, operators from Ukraine's elite Coal-Mine Special Unit monitored encrypted thermal feeds through Starlink. Their drones, based on modified BJI systems, were upgraded with extended zoom, longer endurance, and advanced frequency hopping technology. Each carried a PG-7 VL-shaped charge warhead capable of punching through steel and igniting massive secondary explosions. This was no spur-of-the-moment mission. Ukrainian intelligence had tracked the train for 4 days, confirming its departure schedule, average speed, and the exact 20-minute window when it would be most exposed to attack far from Russian air defenses. By their calculations, the destruction of 840 tons of diesel meant disrupting fuel supplies critical to at least 3 armored battalions. As the first drones approached, Russia activated its Lev-3 electronic warfare system, broadcasting powerful jamming signals across a 30-kilometer radius. But Ukrainian engineers had anticipated this. Their drones shifted frequencies 1,500 times per second, evading jamming attempts. To ensure an unbreakable connection, some attack drones even used fiber optic spool-thin as a human hair-carrying video and control data directly back to operators. Invisible to Russian sensors. At 3:49, the first strike hit fuel car number 4, blasting a hole through its steel wall and igniting a fireball visible for miles. Within seconds, interconnected ventilation systems spread burning fuel vapors to neighboring cars. Russian troops opened fire with rifles, but hitting small drones moving at 100 miles per hour proved merely impossible. The second and third drones pressed forward, striking cars 8 and 11 almost simultaneously. The overlapping blasts created a chain reaction, while intense fires began warping the steel rails beneath the train. Meanwhile, a fourth drone, running dangerously low on battery, lined up for the locomotive itself. At 3:50, its warhead tore through the engine block, ensuring the train would never move again. The economics of the strike were staggering. Less than $10,000 worth of modified hobby drones destroyed rolling stock valued at over $2.4 million. As always, if you want to support our channel and get access to exclusive content, please consider joining us on a platform. The links are in the description below. And now back to the unfolding events in Ukraine. This attack also highlights the growing sophistication of Ukraine's tactics. Instead of relying on single large-scale assaults, they've adopted an approach reminiscent of the Soviet-Afghan war strategy. Ukrainian forces have mastered the use of small units conducting multiple near-simultaneous attacks along a broad front, overwhelming Russian defenses with sheer volume. The effectiveness of this approach is evident. Since its deployment, Ukraine has recaptured 11 towns and 165 square kilometers of territory in the Zaporizhia region alone. This strategy mirrors the tactics employed by the US in Vietnam or Russia's in Syria, where conventional force superiority was neutralized through saturation attacks. But what makes this achievement even more remarkable is the equipment disparity. Ukraine uses commercial off-the-shelf drones, many costing less than $10,000, to target high-value Russian assets worth millions. This approach has forced Russia to disperse its air defenses, weakening overall protection and making logistics a central vulnerability. The destruction of this fuel train is a stark example. With fuel supplies dwindling, Russia must now divert resources to transport fuel from other locations, further straining its logistical network. As we continue to report on this conflict, it's important to remember the human element. While we focus on military tactics and technological advancements, the bravery of individuals on the ground cannot be overlooked. In a recent incident, a Ukrainian soldier known only as Ivan risked his life to save an abandoned kitten during a battle near Kupiansk. The kitten, later named Silva, had become trapped between the front lines. Despite ongoing hostilities, Ivan returned to the area after hearing the kitten's cries and successfully rescued it. His act of compassion amidst a brutal conflict serves as a